Would you be interested in showing us your drumming skills or other musical talents? Well, I can't initially show you my drumming skills because one, I don't have a drum kit, and two, I haven't been at it for very long, and so I'm not completely qualified to do any real drumming yet. I would say that I'm gonna give myself a few more months, or perhaps when my whole choir competition is over, so I can focus on that more, but we'll see about that. Other musical talents, I am in choir, and with my singing, I'm not super confident in it when it comes to recording it, because every single time that I listen back to it, it kind of sounds gross. But, that's where my musical talents lie. But, sometime in the future, hopefully. What made you keep Dover? Because I know you've wanted to erase her so many times, to be honest. So, the reason that I've kept Dover for so long is because she holds sort of a sentimental value to me. Like, of course, a lot of times people get unhappy with their personas and maybe want to change them because they don't really suit their personality. But with Dover, she's just been the first character that I really ever owned that represented me, so I guess that's one of the reasons why I wanted to keep her. And plus, she was made by one of my older friends that I've known for so long. And I've changed her design a lot, of course. If you have not seen, like, the years of Dover that I drew, I'll put it up on the screen, of course. Favorite OC that you did not create, whether it's an adopt or one that somebody else owns? I find that my favorite characters out of my own that I did not create probably had to come down to either Olivia, Zed, Elle, or even Atlas. I mean, I love every single one of them, Crayon and so on, but out of the ones that I do not own that I really like are probably Zombie or Deep Fish, who are owned by Bloodpuss, as well as Fuse and Cherry, owned by Emma, while Koi and X created or owned by Zelahari, don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, sorry if I said that wrong, really intrigue me. There are just so many characters that I could name. If you could draw someone else's in someone else's art style, who would you pick? Anyone's art style. It would probably be a twist between Third Vulture, Northy, Night Riser, or even possibly Cake into Fridge on DeviantArt. Some of their art is absolutely incredible, and you can't find any more like it. Of course, there are plenty I could put onto this list, and it depends what mood I'm feeling, whether I want to draw realistically or cartoony, but I believe any of these could work. What's your favorite song or flavor of ice cream? Favorite song? Here we go again. I have way too many to count. It can go from the Hoosters down to the steam-powered giraffe and then back up to mindless self-indulgence. But at the moment, I have really been listening to a lot of musicals, such as Rocky Horror Picture Show, the 1975 version, as well as the 2016 version, Waitress, Hamilton, any of those. You can find a lot of the music that I'm really into at the moment in my favorites playlist. And my favorite flavor of ice cream probably either has to be cookies and cream, cookie dough. Well, cookies and cream isn't my favorite. Sorry, whoops. And I just like classic chocolate as well. So just any of those. Ooh, salted. Salted. Oh my god, what's it called? Salted butter is also really good. Do you listen to the Beatles? If so, what's your favorite song? Oh, I love the Beatles. You can never go wrong with them. I love Maxwell Silverhammer, Hey Jude, Back in the USSR. I've also watched Across the Universe a few times, which I liked the version A Little Help from My Friends they did. What inspired you to do what you do? You're really good at your art and stuff, by the way. Oh, thank you. This makes me super happy that you love my art. Inspired me to do art. It was probably a lot of my friends, but it all began with my dad. When I was small, I tried making a little stop-motion animation thing with a bunch of my plastic toys called Creatures at the Pond. But from then on, I went to work with art. Of course, I got influenced by many animators off of YouTube as I began towards digital artwork. Why are you so fabulous? I don't know. Look at me. I was just born this way. Can't say anything less. Tell me, if you could take one thing from all of your years with you when you move on and could pass it on to others, what would it be and why? This question was very confusing at first, but I would probably want to take my good moral compass of knowing who is a good person and who will keep my self-esteem down. Made that mistake one too many times, and I believe it is something that everyone should know. What is the meaning of life and death? This is easy! Meaning of life is the condition that distinguishes organisms from inorganic objects and dead organisms, being manifested by growth through the metabolism, reproduction system, and the power of adaptation to the environment and changes internally. Meaning, the meaning of death is that everything I just said doesn't matter. You're dead. Who is your biggest inspiration for animation, art, and etc.? Probably my dad and animation YouTubers as well as deviant artists. It's a big mix of everything. My mom also helped influence it. I've just been surrounded by art and creativity, so I believe that's part of it. But the biggest inspiration for starting animation was Shoelazy, as well as the very well-known Lupus Vulpus. How many OCs do you have? Which one is your favorite? I have 49 characters, and I don't have a favorite. I love them all. What is the first or one of the first drawings you've ever done? This beautiful masterpiece. You can just see the Picasso, the Da Vinci, the Edvard Munch developing in my veins. And yeah, this was my first digital masterpiece. Nice. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was very different for me to do like voice stuff because I've never done it before. You could probably tell that I went from freestyling my answers to reading off of a script because I did not like the way I sounded because I kept going, because I had to come up with the answers right off the top of my head and I hadn't done any research beforehand. But then I went back and I did research and I found all that stuff out. Anyway, I hope you liked the video, different than what I usually do. I'll be posting more animations soon. I'm working on stuff, I promise. I've just been really bogged down with school. And I'm sorry that this video is later than I anticipated. It's because school and, you know, stuff like that. I got choir, I have dance, I have a lot to do. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Love you all. Bye-bye.